As I always say, football is a beautiful thing and football is magical. And that's why we love it. Changes were made, man, go Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
Chippa United are always known for changing coaches.
Right.
I mean, we know after every 3 games, Chippa Mpengesi as the chairman has to explain why he fired that one. He made changes.
And rather late.
Communicate with letters. He communicates with letters.
Yeah.
And because Chippa is winning, I mean, the man has lost weight. He looks slim. Hey, man, he could put nearly 6-pack, no, chairman.
Yeah.
4th match in a row.
Yeah.
Winning score 2-0.
Yeah.
Maybe the change has got to do with the change to Monty. Maybe there's something there in Monty. The water there is beautiful. There's a new pavement in Monty.
Yeah.
Your thought on the changes that were made? They got Kwanele Kopo as the coach.
Yeah. Look, Kwanele is a student of the game. He's been in football during Super Sport, during the Tomi, Wupito. He's been in the national junior teams. He has worked in the background for many years. So he's one of the guys that understands South African football in depth. He understands the youth development in depth. And some of the statement that was made when he was brought into Chippa was to also look at the development and how they can be able to improve towards that as a team holistically. Kwanele, it's a student of football.
Student of football? What pasa? Student, I'm not a student. Or the result
I get it, he was always in the background. So a lot of coaches, when they're in the background, you don't speak about, you don't talk about. It's one of the coaches that a lot of people might not know if you don't dive deep into the youth football and understand where he is. Now, they elevated him, Coach Chippa. Chippa United, yeah, Baba happy.
Okay. April. But September is a good month. I know it's my birthday in September. Thabo as a co-coach too. At some point, Coach Kopo coached Thabo.
Yeah.
And now he's the co-coach. Defensively solid as a player. Your thoughts on him, Messi?
That this September, libito like a tab. Utabisa but Pocochini. He was a defender again. And you know how so get into the gritty things. Super Sport.
Yeah.
It then tells you high when it comes to structure. Because Super Sport in a structure when it comes to so.
Yeah.
Into the fold. You look at this young boy, number 14, into the fold. I think he's got about 3 goals right now. What we see so far. That tells you September abutika molabaitsa msebenzi wabona umnati handle. And no, kudos to them.
And then they brought in TDJ. Sorry, man. Morgan Mammila.
Yeah.
I mean, Morgan Mammila will go, I want to go pound for pound, the Sundowns, I want to do this, I want to do this. That, with him as a technical director, as he says, he's a motivator. How has that gelled and how has that helped the players?
Well, the DNA of Chippa United lies with him. He knows what Chippa United is capable of. And Wara will tell you straight, when Chippa United is not playing well, he'll be the first one to tell you, we are not playing how the Chippa should play. When people talk about another team way of playing, they must go and ask Mr. Pound to Pound, what is Chippa United way of playing?
Okay.
Then he will tell you. It's clear.
He's the I think he's one of the longest serving people there because coaches have not lasted beyond 1 season.
That's why when it's clear, I'll tell you we're going to play pound to pound. It's clear.
No, pound for pound. Mara, looking at that, it's also not the scraping of results. They're winning by 2-0. 2-0 is the margin. Evan Gang is back. How much of a confidence have the two brought in terms of... Because we saw the last time against when they played against Super Sport.
Yes.
Thabo September literally went to that whole team, hugged each and every one of them. That must tell you that I know all of you, I know what you're going to be able to do.
It seems as if like hugs are working.
Hugs are working. But Coach Gavin, give your players a hug or something.
Yeah, look. Utlisitse buhlalo bongata ka hara team ela ya Chili's, you know. Experience ya high ya jwentsha on the field hore. And then ke ratang ka September and Morgan Mammila le
Coach Kopo.
Ha ba tshwane ka di characters. you've got Ntate
Very
Mammila.
different.
Ntate Mammila is raw, you know, and he calls it pound for pound, as he says. And then you have the scholars they bring you that element, you know what, let's become boys, let's relax and let's enjoy football. And you can see when you watch a Chippa United play so far, you know what, the boys are enjoying football, you know. If one can make an example, look at Evanga. Isn't he enjoying his football right now?
Evanga is enjoying
He's enjoying his football.
Braden Bramashati, Evanga is enjoying his football.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at the different teams that they've played. They played against Cape Town Spurs, which then Cape Town Spurs are like Kaiser Chiefs. You expect that they will be beaten everywhere they go based on the form that they're in. And then they went and played against TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy are no walkover.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they went and beat SuperSport 2-0. And then in that, you then fit in the cup competition. It was again, there's a lot of experience that where they are. And if now I am sitting in Amazulu, this team is coming, how do you plan for these guys? Because the man is like Lufuno says, the DNA. Can we see a different way that Chippa plays that one can be able to say, this is how you plan against them?
Yeah, look, I mean, if you're an Amazulu and you're about to face a Chippa United, I mean, Coach Franco is not having a good time there at Usutu, you know, but he's got the experienced players that can come up with ideas to break down a Chippa United. And for me, it boils down to pace. You know, Chippa plays with a lot of pace. And my worry is that if an Amazulu comes up against that, do they have answers? And that's where September is going to explore that team, because he knows the defensive structures. The players you look at Batu like your Rama, you know, your Mubara. Probably Mubara will be excused because of the red card.
Mubara still out.
You know, so
wrongfully so.
So chances are we might see just a good game between the two.
Lufuno.
Yeah.
Does this augur well for Chippa to say, we can say top 8 is guaranteed in terms of weather?
Not yet guaranteed. There's still a lot of work to do because there are still teams, Abu Polokwane, you know, I don't want to talk about the other one. they stand
Jersey number 10.
Jersey number 10. Jersey number 10. They're still within it to can be able to you know, get into the top 8. So it's going to be a lot of hard work. They still have to win games. There's still a lot of games to be played, for about 5 to 6 games to be played. So they still have to maintain the consistency that they're in. They need to maintain winning games, you know. And as I said, the advantage that you have is to beat an Amazulu team that is a rivalry for top 8. If they beat Amazulu, then they
get into the top 8.
They're opening a gap between themselves and Amazulu. So they're eliminating Amazulu while they're enjoying the nice weather of being in the top 8.
Esi, can we say that the Kopo, Thabo, September, their jobs are safe for Chippa for the moment?
No, I can't safe.
Also, they can unpack their bags, because Coach Gavin said if you go coach Chippa United, don't unpack your bag. You live outside of your suitcase.
Yeah.
So we can say that
he knows very well.
He's speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So we can safely say at the moment they are safe in terms of their jobs at the moment. Top 8, we're not yet sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody works to qualify.
Yeah.
Something is happening in Kopitori this Friday, because what happened last week made Lufuno very happy. After the break, chat about Mamelodi Sundowns and the Champions League. This is the only time Lufuno will ever get excited, because that team of his is not giving him any joy. We'll see you when you come back.